First of all, welcome back to the show. Second of all, what is your position at Ameren? What's your job day to day? What do you do?
First of all, thank you for having me. I manage electric training, so all the linemen and that do the work, they come through our facilities.
Okay, so in the last 10 to 15 years, because, when the power goes out, I'm like one of the progressive insurance dads. We all walk out to the street where the lineman is up on the paddle and start talking to him.
Yeah, don't talk to him. He's busy.
But their big concern is, and this is over the last, 15, 20 years, is that somehow the line's dead, but a generator turns on and sends electricity back down the line, which is dangerous for the linemen. But in the past, we used to have to go to either an electrician, certified electrician, or somebody who would know the proper safety specs and how to tell people. It seems now people are just running to the store and plugging it in, which is a much more dangerous scenario, not only for your neighbor, but for the lineman, correct?
That is absolutely correct. These generators are being sold at all of these different places, and customers go. And then with the advent of YouTube and things like that, everyone feels like they can, be an electrician for a day.
Kevin, I got to tell you something hilarious. An hour ago, I was telling somebody off air about this conversation we were about to have, and they said, I bet YouTube's involved in this.
Yeah, right.
And I chuckled. And
TikTok.
And you completely confirmed it. So take us through that. Let's say Greg's house, Peoria, Illinois, line's down. I know the line's down. There's power. You guys and gals come, and you de-energize me, right?
Correct.
So that line is now safe. Tell me the exact scenario that makes it unsafe with this new way people are grabbing generators. Tell me what happens.
If a customer has a generator and it's not hooked up correctly, then what happens is that energy source backfeeds on our line. So basically speaking, we have opened our switches and stopped the flow from our substation, but now the customer's energized source is going backwards through our lines and re-energizing that. For us, our employees are trained to test the lines and things of that nature, but it really becomes dicey for the customer because at that point it's re-energized. If you had a line down, say, over a fence or something like that, the customer has no way of knowing that is not energized. And so that's why we always recommend if a wire is down, don't try to figure out if it's energized or not. Just stay away from it and give us a call.
Yeah, that is, Danny just mentioned it, the progressive insurance commercial dads. that is that curiosity of certain fellas, myself included, where you want to go figure out what's going on. In these scenarios, it's deadly, or it can be deadly. So
absolutely.
What is I don't know if this is even a question, so I'm going to try it. What's the voltage or whatever that would be in that line if a neighbor's unit backfed that line? What are we talking about?
If you're talking about secondary voltage, it can be anywhere from 120 on a service line, and then, of course, if it comes out the other side and there's primary wire down, it could be 12,000 volts. So it really is a dangerous situation for our customers. It can be for us, but again, we go through extensive training. We know to test before we would ever work on a line, and we don't rely on assumptions. Our safety is paramount for us. So it's a challenge for us, but we know how to mitigate that. But we really fear for our customers in that respect.
Well, and Greg kind of said it, the nosy progressive insurance dad or whoever. You go through training for every scenario because of how dangerous it is. I just can't believe somebody, just because they go on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, feels confident that they understand electricity.
Yeah, don't do that. Just don't do it. Kevin, I want to share a story with you that happened to me a number of years ago. I like to share this with guys in your business. I have a garage door that the opener has a battery backup to it. So it's a little compact battery. And so if the power goes out, I can still use my garage door. I came home one day. There were some Ameren fellas in the street, about 5 or 6, a couple of trucks. Power was out. I did not know that. I pull up. I hit the button to open my garage door. It goes up.
Yeah.
and I visibly see all 6 Ameren people freeze. They freeze in place. And then one guy said, "Sir, how did that happen?" I said, "What? How did you open your garage door? Because there's no power here." "Oh, sorry, battery."
Yeah.
But I could see on their face, "Oh, this is a
generator.
This
Maybe
is a possible dangerous situation."
Yeah.
And so there's so many factors out there. Has this been a wild summer for you guys?
Storm-wise, absolutely. Yeah, the storms, they seem to pack more velocity when they come anymore. And in Illinois, I heard on the news recently that we've had more tornadic activity than most other places. So it really does present a challenge for us and our customers as well.
You know, I know someone who has a business where if there's trees down, they go and, chop them all up and everything. And they're on an emergency call. And throughout, they were in San Antonio recently, but even in central Illinois, it's been really busy. There's been a lot of fallen trees online, a lot of, maybe not tornadoes, but a lot of high wind, vulnerable to tree storms. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Trees present a challenge for us. The primary bulk of our lines and stuff are in the air. And so when these trees come down and they're uprooted and things like that, it does pose a significant challenge for us.
Back to our conversation. If I'm a homeowner, and you see the commercials and everything, I'd like to get a backup generator. But is there a proper way when I go to a registered company, buy it from them, do I get a union electrician, and does that company notify Ameren and know all the safety factors that goes into installing that generator?
Here's the deal. Those things work hand in hand. If a qualified electrician comes and is going to hook that up, he's going to put in a transfer switch there, which would rely on us having to kill the power and all that so he can do his or her business there at that house. The key here is making sure we have somebody licensed to install that so that they know what they're doing, so that when that generator kicks on, if there's an automatic switch there, or if it's a manual switch, people know to activate that. You want to separate their source of energy from ours, and the only way you can do that is open a main breaker, or if we come out and pull the meter.
Bottom line, Kevin, thank you for your time, but the bottom line is don't be silly, don't do something you're not qualified to do. Ask questions, and in a pinch, get a hold of you guys, right? I mean, that's the bottom line.
Absolutely. I want to offer this before I go. We are there 24/7. 1-800-755-5000. Give us a call. We'll be out.